What's up, guys? Welcome back to A Cup of Cinema. My name's Joseph. I'm with my co-host Acacia, and today we're going to be talking about a movie called You'll Never Find Me. But before that, how's your morning day been? Because it's daytime now.
Yeah, early afternoon. I worked today at the cafe, so that was good. Got lots of coffee in. Yeah, how was yours?
Nice. My day's been good so far. My dad's in town, so we went for breakfast this morning, and then I got a new job doing some real estate photography, so just doing the studying and the ins and outs on that. And then, yeah, now we're here, about to talk about a pretty interesting movie. But before that, we're going to be talking about some movie news quickly because there's been a lot happening in the movie world that we're interested in. Well, me especially. So, really quickly, we're going to be talking about the new trailer, Alien Romulus, because I am a huge fan of the Alien movies. And we're actually going to really quickly just watch this 1 minute teaser. Just came out, brand new, and it's a teaser to what's to come because the entire trailer is going to be dropping in about a month, I'd say. So pretty exciting. You haven't seen this trailer yet, so I am excited to hear your thoughts after we watch this. All right, let's start this up.
Run.
Every time I've seen it 700 times, still giving me chills. Okay, that was the Alien Romulus trailer. What do you think of it?
I thought it was good. It kind of gave me that same feeling of the first movie with like the closed space on a spaceship. Yeah, like
Yep.
the visuals
Yeah.
were really good.
I felt that too. Director Fede Alvarez, he doesn't like using CGI, so it's more of a practical effects. A lot of practical effects in the movies, like you could see, like the face huggers, how they're moving, especially when it's, I don't know which actor or character it grabbed there, but when it just grabbed them and then they flew back, like, wow. I'm not a huge fan of CGI because, I don't know, the MCU just uses it way too much and they don't do a very good job with it, I guess, in a lot of the time. So
There's
I just
too
haven't
much of
been.
it, and it's cheesy looking.
Yeah, exactly. I feel the same way. Especially like in the MCU, they're using all the costumes that are CGI now, and it's just no. So super happy Fede Alvarez is bringing practical effects into the Alien Romulus movie because it's just gonna make it that much better. And yeah, it definitely has that Alien vibe. I'm pretty sure it takes place between Alien One and Aliens. So just Alien and Aliens. It's like 1.5. I don't think we're gonna see Sigourney Weaver in it, but I don't know. I've been hearing like weird talks and speculations that one of the ships in the trailer, in like the far back, you can see it blinking. It's actually her ship. So who knows? But I don't think it would be a good idea to throw her in the movie. She had her run, and move
Yeah.
on from that.
Let it be.
Yeah, so that's Alien Romulus. I think it's coming out for sure sometime this year, later in the year. So yeah, very excited about that. We'll do a whole Alien marathon prior to that movie, which I'm very excited for, and I know you're probably kind of excited for.
I like the first one. The first couple are decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd be more excited just to watch the first and the second one, and then meh.
Yeah, no.
But
All right.
I'll give it a go.
So, second set of big news is Neve Campbell's coming back to the Scream franchise as Sidney Prescott. So yeah, let's just talk about that. I'm a huge Scream fan. You're
Not really at all.
okay. So
Like at all.
what do you think about this big news in our world?
Yeah, I'm sort of indifferent to it. I don't really care. I'm happy for you and happy for, the fans if that's something that they're excited about. But personally, it doesn't affect me.
Doesn't affect you.
Although
okay.
I will say that I don't like the actors from the newest movie.
Okay.
So if she's sort of a replacement for a lot of them, then cool.
Okay, yeah, I would absolutely agree. I'm not a huge fan of the newer cast as well. I wasn't a big fan of the writing and just how. The only thing I really liked about the new movies was Ghostface. He was vicious. I liked that. Otherwise, I hated listening to the dialogue, and I just, did not like when the new cast was on screen like I do.
Which was all the time.
Which was, all the time too, yeah. So, the 5th and 6th movies didn't do it for me. I love 1, 2, and 3, and 4 too, but Jenna Ortega, Melissa, they were supposed to be like the new faces of Scream, but...
controversy.
Yeah, so there's also a big controversy with that, so I'll just run it and talk about it really quickly. So, Melissa said some things about, I believe, the war or something going on in the world. I don't get into all of the politics. I just don't. So she said something. Spyglass fired her for it. I'm actually more against that because she should have, freedom of speech. She should be able to say what she wants to say. She is a human being. So I don't think she should have been fired, but because she was fired, I believe Jenna Ortega left and the writer walked out, so Scream 7 wasn't going anywhere. And now Spyglass made a huge move, getting Sydney Prescott, Nev Campbell back, and Sydney Prescott back to the film, so it's bittersweet with the fans. A lot of fans like me are very happy that she's coming back, but a lot of fans are like, you're gonna just bring Nev Campbell back after firing Melissa for just saying something. Like it's a weird scenario, but that is the scenario. So just gonna run it by you guys and let us know what you guys think about the Alien Romulus trailer and Nev Campbell coming back to the Scream franchise. All right, so moving on to our actual movie. Before we talk about what the movie, how we felt about the movie, let's talk about a quick synopsis. So, You'll Never Find Me. On a stormy night, Patrick, a seemingly troubled man, is visited by a mysterious woman, asking for shelter at his mobile home. As the night unfolds, their anxiety and mutual mistrust grow, causing fear and paranoia to engulf the small RV. Wow, I didn't even know it took place in an RV.
How did you not know that?
I thought it was a small little cabin the whole time. I totally missed that. Okay, so...
I thought it was pretty obvious by the general layout, and he said that, I think he said at one point that it was I think he said the word park or something.
Oh.
And then also when the door was flying open, you could see other trailers off in the distance, and the door is very much like a
I thought it was like a
door.
cabin or something. Okay,
No.
wow. This is what I love about doing these talks, because we're going to dissect this movie, and we actually, because the movie itself was good, I thought. I thought there was... It's a complicated movie because it's a psychological thriller. So
you have to pay attention a lot of the time.
A lot of the time.
You always have to pay
it's
attention.
a different type of it's a different type of psychological thriller. But really quickly, it was a very short cast. So you had the visitor, who was played by Jordan Cowan. You had the woman Cohen. Cohen probably. You probably had you had the woman in the back. Near the end of the movie, I think, or maybe a little bit in the middle. She's the dead one already. The older woman.
Oh, yeah.
She was played by Elena
Carapatis.
And Patrick was played by Brendan Rock. So I got to say, the acting, great.
Very good,
the acting was amazing. I was really, really blown away by...
really believed who they were who they said they were, if that made sense, or who they portrayed that they were.
Brendan Rock, who played Patrick, was a great actor. The close-ups on him, and just the visual look of him, and his demeanor, his mean mug. I was like, holy, this guy's
mugging me.
Yeah, this guy's serious. He's a serious actor. And the visitor, Jordan Cowan was also a great actor as well. Elena, I think she was dead for
I
most
think
of
she
the
was
time.
like a dead
Yeah.
body, or maybe she was also that person at the end.
Yeah,
But I
probably.
think the hair was curly or something. I can't remember, but
But yeah. So the great actors, the cinematography was also, in my opinion, absolutely incredible. The lighting, the angles, the close-ups, the far shots.
it was really
Like,
visually
wow.
appealing.
Yes, very visual. The whole movie was visually appealing from, in my opinion, start to finish. That was one of the like the amazing parts of the movie. But what did you think of the actual movie, though?
Yeah, during the movie, kind of was just like, all right, let's get it moving. What's going to happen next? Which I guess is good. They're building anticipation, but it was kind of felt sort of like a monologue to me. Like the guy, even the girl did a few times, but the guy had a couple like, I don't know the definition of a monologue, but I'm gonna call them monologues. But like, it felt like the whole movie like stopped, and then he would talk for like a little while, and then the movie would kind of come back. And it was almost just like when he was talking, like, I'm like, what is going on? Like, where's the movie? Where'd it go? But I understand that you're supposed to like dissect what he's saying, and like, he's saying all these things because it's like hinting at things and foreshadowing and explaining his character and all that. But it was a little repetitive, and it was a lot.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
I thought that I didn't understand a lot of the movie. That I think that was my thing. Like, I think it's a two-watch type of movie, but it's also that type of movie where you don't want to watch it two times. Like it's not Shutter Island. Yeah, with Leonardo DiCaprio. Shutter Island.
I think so,
Yeah, yeah. It's like Shutter Island. You watch it. You're not like, well, the first time around, I was still had a few questions, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna rewatch that. This movie, it didn't have the rewatch factor, but it was also like a real psychological thriller. Like psychological, because I didn't understand the people running. Oh yeah, spoiler alert, we're gonna have spoilers because this is more of a movie review. So,
Yeah.
so I didn't understand the running upstairs. I didn't understand why she
footsteps on
kept
the
saying she's from different areas.
But I think that was like, the running part didn't make sense to me because it didn't fit in line with the other events that he described. But he would sort of describe meeting these girls in these scenarios, and then you would see like visuals of what had sort of happened, but they appeared as what seemed like hallucinations. And so the hallucinations that were happening, you kind of don't know what, like, is he crazy because he's saying all these things? Is she crazy because she's seeing all these things? She kept seeing blood and stuff, but that was her seeing, from what I understand, is like the deaths that he was causing, and I feel like he was troubled by all these things. So that's why like the door was slamming, was because, or someone was knocking on the door, was because like, what?
It's making sense.
Oh, okay. Was because that last girl was like banging on the door, and so like he's troubled by that, so he kept thinking about, you know, the banging, kept hearing it, and the footsteps on the
It was probably somebody, one of his like,
maybe
somebody he was chasing back in the day or whatever. Yeah.
Maybe, but like, why would they be on the roof? I guess if they climbed out of the bathroom, like that girl tried at one point, maybe someone got out through the
So
bathroom.
that's probably why she was saying over and over why she's from different spots, is because he was having different memories.
Yeah, she would like change
so
her
weird.
story, which made it seem like she was a
Okay.
liar, but I think he was just seeing all of the like scenarios again and
Yeah.
tormenting himself in a way. But yeah, it was a little confusing, but I was like, through the whole time, I was like, okay, one of them is crazy, maybe it's both, I don't know, because she was also saying things that were like, I don't know, they just didn't make sense. Like, she was scared one moment, but then the next she would stay, and it's like, why would you stay?
Yeah, that's where
that
I
doesn't
was
seem legit.
off. Yeah, I
something
thought that
wrong
was
with
off too. I think that's okay. Now I'm understanding the movie a little bit more, but I think that was a technique that I probably would have used more to the end. If, like, again, most people here have probably watched the movie. It was kind of near the beginning-ish middle where she went for the door. She was scared shitless. She opened it. She was about to run because she was having really bad
And
feels
she thought
about
he
the place.
locked the door.
Yeah.
And so she was kind of testing it. I
Oh
think.
yeah, that too. Yeah,
To see if
that's
he
true.
locked
And she
it.
probably changed her mind because he didn't lock it.
When she
So
realized, like, oh, I can
Oh,
open this, he
yeah.
didn't lock me in, she's like, okay, he's I'm crazy
yeah.
for thinking he's crazy. I'll
Yeah.
stay, but
I see. I really like that, but in my opinion, I think they just used that a little too early. I wish they kind of threw that more at the end, because maybe throughout the movie we would have kept feeling a little bit like we didn't know who was bad or good or what was happening, and then that scene would have made me shift to believing it was the girl who was in the wrong and the guy's
yeah,
totally fine
like,
because
we
he
should
left the door
trust
unlocked.
him.
Exactly.
He didn't
So
lock her in.
they threw that at the end, and then they had that ending where he is the actual killer. I think that would have really thrown me off, because I would have been like, I don't know, like I trusted him. They made me trust him at the beginning,
Yeah.
and then the whole movie, again, they threw me back to I didn't know who to trust. As for, again, I wish they just threw me into the movie where I didn't know who to trust, and then they were like, it's the guy you should trust, and I'm like, and then he stabs a girl, and I'm like, oh, whoa. I think that would have thrown me off a little bit more, but that's just my opinion on that little technique that they used, because I really did like that technique. I thought it was cool. I thought it was very cool.
What I thought was weird, the part 2 where she had the soup and he was talking about like driving her to her hotel, and he was like, well, I don't know if I want to put my boots on now. And like he didn't see her put the soup in, like it didn't show him facing her, and she just kind of went like,
yeah, that's
oh,
true.
I'm sorry, I dropped some of my soup. Like you dropped your soup in his boot. Like,
was she there? Like,
I don't know.
Was she there?
That's the thing, is I don't know if it's a hallucination, an amalgamation of things that had already happened. Because she did have an earring that he kept looking at as if like he had already killed someone with that earring and he was noticing it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So
I feel like she wasn't real. I feel like she was an amalgamation, and he was hallucinating that whole thing. Because he had her earring in the bathroom.
I think he was hallucinating the whole thing. I'm just trying to.
Are you looking now?
I'm just trying to see quickly, yeah, if what people thought, like, but yeah, I guess that's how we would take it, though, is that, or how I would take it, is that he was hallucinating
everything.
Everything.
And it
So he already
had pieces of each lady, and he was describing those scenarios a little bit as the movie went on, but you didn't know that.
So that girl never really knocked on her, or she probably did knock on his door
Previously,
that one day or whatever, yeah.
The one who got the hammer to the head, maybe.
So did he kill that girl prior, though? Was that girl already? Oh my gosh, yeah, it's a trip. Huh. Well, see, this is what I like about talking about it, though, because at first I was like,
didn't really care for it that much.
I didn't care for it that much. I kind of didn't understand it, but now hearing this, it does make a lot more sense, actually. Like, he was probably hallucinating the whole thing, because I was so lost with why she kept saying, I'm from here. Oh, I came from there.
Yeah, it's and like, woman, just tell the truth.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, exactly.
Holy.
Okay, that does make actually more sense. So what were your like thoughts on the movie as a whole? Did you like it, or what was your review?
I like it, yeah.
Actually, wait, before we go over reviews, wait, did you like the actors?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, actors were amazing. I really liked the actors.
Convincing.
Let's see what this movie was rated from other networks.
Should we give our rating first, though, so we're not impacted?
Okay, so let's do it out of 10 then. Yeah, sure, let's do it out of 10.
I'll give it like...
Or what would you give it before we had this discussion and now that we had this discussion? It could be the same.
I feel like before I'd give it like a... Sounds mean. I feel like maybe like a 3 out of 10. But...
Oh, wow. Okay.
maybe a 4. Maybe a 4
oh,
out of 10.
Okay.
A 4 out of 10. But now that I've talked about it more and dissected it, I appreciate more of the work that's been put into the story and stuff. I would give it like a 6.5 out of 10.
Okay. Before we got into this, I would have probably gave it a 6, just because visually it was very pleasing, and there was only a few times where I wanted I wanted it to go ahead, but it was not a movie I wanted to shut off at any time. Like, I was like, I'll see this movie through. Again, visually very pleasing, and I like the atmosphere. But actually, like, finding all this stuff out, I'd raise it to like a 7.5 out of 10, just because it is very well thought out. Now I actually understand the movie. Like, again, that's the problem with the movie, though, for me, is like, it was a one-time watch type of movie, but I didn't really get it. So if like you watch it and you didn't it, and you didn't really care to go in depth with it or talk
Yeah.
about friends with it,
You're not
then
gonna have that second watch to
no,
appreciate it.
no, you're just gonna be like, it was a whatever movie. But
And that's
yeah,
why I gave it the low rating, because I know me, and I know if we were doing this, I really wouldn't have liked it.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate it.
and these types of movies you need to like think about. It
Yes.
just I don't know, it didn't hit me in a way where I wanted to really go and think about it after. Like, you know what I mean? Like some movies I watched,
Yeah.
like again, Shutter Island and Cure for Wellness. Like these are movies where I watched and I was like, holy, I gotta watch this again because I don't understand what the hell's going on. But this one was like, it was just visually pleasing, and a lot of the scenes made me upset a little. I was like, don't open, just leave if you're opening the door. Like,
Yeah.
don't go. Okay, so let's see the reviews here. Rotten Tomatoes, 89%.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's actually very
Good
high.
rating.
IMDb gave it a 6 out of 10. And Metacritic gave it an 82%. So it's got pretty good reviews. I always love to see the Google reviews. Where can I find that? Overview. Because Google reviews are kind of like just people like you
random
and
people,
me
yeah.
liking it. So 73% like this movie. So yeah, it's got very good ratings. Came out March 14, 2024 in Australia.
Wow, it
Directors.
like just came out.
Yeah, would you like to read those director names?
Josiah Allen and Indiana Bell.
And
Indiana Bell, what a name.
yeah, and he also did a screenplay. He also did the screenplay, but I think I was reading that this movie came from Indiana Bell's. It's not a play. It's something like a play or a drama, something like that. That's where it was initially grabbed from.
Okay.
And music was composed by Darren Lim, which was the music I really liked. I like the score.
I don't remember the music.
Like, I don't know if you call it a score, but I guess maybe like it might have a soundtrack. But I enjoyed the sounds.
I do remember there
enjoyed
being
the atmosphere.
the song at the beginning and the end, the sleepwalk. The I sleepwalk.
Yeah, they used some good tunes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. I liked it a lot more after talking about it. Yeah, this is awesome because I'm gonna, I think, start enjoying movies that maybe I don't pay.
Oh, same.
Like, you know what I mean?
I don't really care for movies that much. I like movies, but I'm not like crazy into them. But it makes me appreciate them way more, which is the goal, I think, for movie makers.
And I'm crazy about movies, but it just, if the movie really doesn't hit me in
Right
a
away,
sort of emotional type of way or whatever, then yeah. Like not emotional, just any type of emotion. It needs to grab some type of emotion. That one just had me feeling like I wanted to keep yelling at the characters. Like if I was there with them, I'd be like, go!
Yeah, it was super annoying. The like anxiety they had. It's like, just if you're uncomfy, just leave. It's just raining outside. Like get murdered, or go in the rain.
Yeah, but again, then you find out that it's a hallucination. But then again, throughout the movie, you're just like, oh.
You're screaming at the screen. Yeah.
All right, so yeah, so that's pretty much it for our movie talk. Do you have anything else you want to add in?
Nope.
No, nothing.
Okay.
That's it. Okay, so let us know what you guys think of Alien Romulus. If you're excited, what you guys think of the teaser trailer. Let us know what you guys think of Neve Campbell coming back to the Scream franchise. If you agree, disagree, and let us know what you guys thought of this movie. You'll never find me. So yeah, here we go.
Right.
All right, see you guys next week with a whole nother movie. Peace.